Hello, good morning, and welcome to Pondering Nigeria. And this is the headline this morning for uh, Tuesday, the 29th of April 2025. My name is Amorpheus, and it's good to be here once more. A lot of things have happened, and a lot of things will continue to happen. So, where do we start from? Headline number one, or news story number one: court sentence gospel singers, sorry for that type of error. Court sentence, gospel singers. Okay, court sentence Osinachi's husband to death by hanging. This was a story that came in yesterday, uh, midday. It's one of the biggest story in Nigeria yesterday. A lot of us have been expecting this story to come, but we just thought that the whole, in Nigeria, when a case is being taken to court, you just think that the whole matter is dead and buried. But you just still have to wait and follow the story. And we did follow the story yesterday, and he was sentenced to death by hanging uh, uh, by a court in Abuja. But I think this is a sad story. This is a very, very sad story, to be frank. And when stories are sad and you hear of things like this, you keep on saying, God, why? The gospel singer herself died 3 years ago. She died 3 years ago. Her husband, Mr. Peter Wachuku, uh, who was the alleged killer, as purported, he was sentenced yesterday. He was prosecuted on a 23 count charge by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, who found him guilty of culpable homicide, as the court established that he was responsible for the death of his wife on April 8, 2022. That was when that happened. In the judgment that was delivered by Justice Injideka, the court held that the prosecutor successfully discharged the burden of proof that was placed on it by the law. The court placed resilience of oral testimonies of 17 witnesses that testify in the court in the course of the trial, among whom are the two children of the lead singer, as well as documentary evidence that was induced against the convict. So, and this is where the issue is, because if your children are testifying against you, there's a big issue. There's a big problem. Your children are testifying against you in court. It's a big problem. That is why he is being sentenced now. A lot of evidence against him. But the question that we need to ask is why did this thing happen? Even when the news broke 3 years ago, you ask yourself why? How did it happen? The woman was the breadwinner of the house, and you keep beating her left, right, center. Why? And these are the questions we need to ask. These are the questions we need to ask. Why? How have we gotten here? What has led us to this place that a man who cannot even fetch for his wife is beating her? And this is where we are. This is what he has landed himself to. This is it. So we have to be very careful. We have to be really, really careful. The society doesn't really give us a chance to misbehave. It doesn't give us the chance to start doing things awkwardly. But this is where we are. This is where we are. Okay. To our next story, we moved to APC to connect Delta State to Abuja. I don't understand Okoa. Okoa, I just think that you should just keep quiet and move on. Just keep quiet and move on. There's no need for you to be talking. You've decamped, you have decamped. And we all know the reason why you've decamped. Don't come here and tell us that you moved to APC because you want to connect Delta State to Abuja. That's BS, Mr. Okoa. You have moved. Then what comes next? It depends on you and the party itself. It doesn't really concern us whether you want to put. Delta State has been there. What have you really done for 8 years? What have you really done? Politicians, I don't just understand. I don't blame them because most of us Nigerians don't know how these politicians operate. We don't know how these politicians operate. We don't know how they operate. When they sit down in their living room, when they sit down among themselves, this is how they insult Nigerians. They insult the electorate that brought them into power. Call most of us fools. If you see where they talk, you will not vote in Nigeria. If you see where these people talk, you will not. That's the reality. You will not. So I don't understand why it could be like that. I don't understand. We need big changes in our democracy. We need big changes. We need it. So I don't understand. So we need big changes in this country. Big changes. Some things have to give in. Some things have to change. So you have moved. Your movement. You have moved. In other dailies, he said it is a movement and not defection. So who cares? Let's tell ourselves the truth. It's high time we, the Nigerian masses, have to take the bull by the horn. Let's vote these guys out. Will it happen? Those are the questions. Let's vote them out. Let's tell them they don't belong here. They are worthless. They don't belong. We have to learn how to challenge these people, because if we don't learn how to challenge them, then where are we? Where are we? So if you're watching us, or if you're watching this video, kindly subscribe to Pondering Nigeria today. Kindly hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and let's see where it takes us to. Because let's see where it takes us to. Help us grow the community. Help us grow it. It depends on you. Like this video as well. Help us grow the community. So we moved to APC to connect Delta State. Was Delta State not connected to Abuja before? Don't the governor and his commissioner go to Abuja to collect monthly allocation? But have you connected the state? Have you connected the state to other local government during your 8 years? Did you do that? These are the questions need to be asked. He owns the right to move from wherever he wants to move, which was PDP to APC. He owns that right because the constitution allows it. Freedom of association, freedom of movement. He owns the right. But he shouldn't come and tell us that he moved to connect Delta State. Was Delta State not connected to Abuja before? These guys are a bunch of greedy politicians. They are a bunch of greedy politicians that have come. They just come in. You see, he was a vice presidential candidate of a party, and pressure was put on him. He was coerced. He was coerced because he was told that if he doesn't move, he doesn't jump the shift, this is what is going to happen to him. We know that. Nigerians, we need to wise up, and I'm saying it because these guys, they will keep on doing this thing time in time out. Tomorrow, if Atiku is the president, they will jump shift from APC back to PDP. If Obi is the president, they will jump shift from PDP to Labour Party, from Labour Party to where they want to go to, because it suits them at any given time, because they want to remain relevant. They want that cash flow in their pocket. These things have to stop. These things have to stop. It has to stop. Please, if you're here for the first time, please kindly subscribe, kindly hit the notification bell, kindly like this video. Just like the video, I think it's okay. There's no point. If you like the video, I think we should be okay. But if you're here for the first time, also subscribe as well and like the video. I think somebody needs, we need to mobilize ourselves as Nigerians. There should be a huge mobilization. But how will it happen? Because you need money to mobilize. You need money to carry out protests. You need money to galvanize people to come out and vote. And that is where they have the age, because they have the money with them. Some politicians need to be punished on the ballot. But will the electorate punish them? No, because the electorate also are hungry. The electorate are hungry, so the electorate will not punish them. Let's tell ourselves the truth. The electorate are hungry. And because the politicians know that the electorate are hungry, because they were the one that put those electorates in that condition, then they will come and start sharing handouts of 5,000 naira, of 10,000 naira, of the highest you can get is 20 or 50,000. What is the worth of 50K now currently in Nigeria? Those are the questions people like Okowa should answer. And they move to connect Delta State to Abuja. Nonsense. Let's move on from there, please. This is one of our top headlines. Warri Refinery revamp flops. That the revamp as $897 million wasted. We have continued to say this, that those refineries we have in Nigeria, there is no point of you revamping them. Build new ones, build new compactable refineries, not like the Dangote refinery, but you can build new refineries. You can build them. When the Obasanjo government wanted to privatize the refinery, we were crying that they are national assets. So what do we now? They are white elephant project. Now 897 million was spent on it, and that money is wasted because the refinery cannot work. So where do we go from here? Because this money, over $1 billion, was spent to revamp and to renovate that refinery so that it can work optimally to full capacity. And at the end of the day, what is happening? It is not working because it is flop, because it fails to work, because it is out of date. Maybe some of the materials needed or the equipment needed to revamp that refinery are outdated. You can't even see them in the market. This is where we find ourselves. This is where we find ourselves, in a country that no feasibility study. A president will just wake up and say, today subsidy is out in a country that they don't even consider the low income earners, and the president will come and say, okay, let's downgrade the naira today, in a country where people are hungry, in a country where people are starving, in a country that has that has oil, a country that has oil, and we are finding it so hard to refine it. Thank God for the Dangote refinery. Yes, controversial, but still thank God for it. None of us is gonna be happy. None of us is gonna be happy. Please kindly subscribe, kindly hit the notification bell. Let me know what you think. I think I have some couple of people watching live, so let me know what you think. Let me know uh, what your feelings are with regards to these headlines. Really. So the last headline of the day: Tinubu needs second term to complete reform. What reform? What reform? The president needs second time to complete reform. Okay, that's good. That's good. He needs second time to complete reform, but we are not seeing any reform. We are not seeing any reform. So something need. So he needs. They need to tell us what reform are they bringing, because this is the only reform I'm seeing is reform of the campaign from one party to another party. That's the only reform, because we are not even 2 years into the election, into the 2027 election. We are talking about election, the campaign from left to right. Those are the reforms, Mr. Festus Keyamo. There is nothing new you and your party are bringing. You and your principal, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, are bringing. There's nothing new. Let's tell ourselves the truth. If you are a supporter of the president, I'm telling you today, there is nothing new. Over the past months, since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been the president of Nigeria, right from May 2023, there is no reform. No reform. What we keep on hearing is this one is going to this party, this one wants to ship guns from this party. And I just think this should stop. Let's focus on development. If you focus on development and it works, then your people will vote for you. People will vote for you. That is the truth. People will vote for you at any given time. I don't understand. So let me know what you think. You want to talk about Festus Keyamo? You want to talk about Osinachi's husband? You want to talk about the failed Warri Refinery and the amount of money that have been wasted in going to that project? You also talk about Okoa. He's blabbing his mouth now. Though he knows how to talk, but he's blabbing his mouth now. So a lot of things you want to talk about. We are here to help. But meanwhile, before we talk about that, let's play a little bit of an interview from television. I think I love the way Kenneth lay down some of those things that the opposition needs to do in order for them to win that election. Let's see if we can get that video. I think I can get that video. So let's play and let's listen to what he thinks that the opposition has to do. I think the opposition have a lot of work to do. If they must win, they must upset Tinubu as the president of the Federal Republic. There's a lot of work that they have to do. Let's see if I can come up with that video. Let's see. Don't think I have Kenneth to come corner, right? Okay, I think I have him here. So let's see if we can share. So it's a 27 minutes long interview, but we're going to watch some of it. Okay, So let me know what you think with regards to the top stories for today. Keep on bringing it to you.
In the APC, this is the season of defections. What do you think about this current up and down in Nigerian politics?
Well, first and foremost, I do not join a party, or let me say, I do not leave a party because of another party. So I leave a party because of the party itself. And when I want to join another party, it's because of that party, not because I'm looking for anything. When I resigned from APC, I made it clear that I cannot follow a president who is insensitive to our spirit of diversity. He chose a fellow Muslim to give us same-sex ticket. Has that changed? I made it clear that Nigeria being a diverse nation, anybody that will not respect our religious diversity will not respect our ethnic diversity. Have I not been proved right? If APC wants me to join APC, these are my conditions. They promised Nigeria that 1 naira should be $1. Have they done that? When they do it, let them come calling, and I will consider them. Nigeria is a diverse nation where the presidency is an association between the president and the vice. And the Nigerian constitution is very clear that every association must cut across religious and ethnic barriers. So any president that is choosing a man of same-sex ticket and then choosing only the people from his own people or the people he perceives are his own people to be in governance is a president that unapologetically behaves in a very unconstitutional manner. He has no respect for rule of law. And Aristotle made it clear that rule of law will always be preferable to rule of an individual. Appetite for material things and other self-centered desires perverts holders of office. Apart from sapping our energy, draining our life and enthusiasm, there is nothing else that this government has achieved for Nigeria. And then contemplating that me that entered politics for the welfare of the people shall join an APC that is insensitive to the people's welfare, that has punished Nigerians with hunger and hardship. The World Bank report now said that Nigeria will sink further into poverty till 2027. That in Tinubu's regime, there is no hope for recovery from poverty. And they gave their reasons: structural economic weaknesses, dependence on oil revenue, national fragility. In other words, national conflicts. Look at what's happening in Plateau State. More than 100 persons have died, massacred by unknown people. And the president was in Paris and could not even cut his travel short to commiserate with people from Plateau State. Look at what's happening in Rivers State. A president declared martial law and removed constitutionally elected representatives of the people. And look at what's happening in Benue State. People dying. All the things this president has given Nigeria is tears and blood. And you want to say Kenneth Okonkwo will contemplate going into such an association? I tell you what Dove said, man, said. Say toxic leaders are energy vampires, draining life and enthusiasm out of the people they lead. You want my life and enthusiasm to be drained? No. I reject APC as presently constituted, as a party that does not live up to its promise, as a party that has inflicted Nigeria with hunger and hardship, as a party that does not recognize our diversity, as a party that has given us nothing except tears and blood. A land that God created to flow with oil, with wealth, with gold, is now flowing with tears and blood. Count me out of that unholy association. For now,
can't be out from that unholy association. So he's calling the APC an unholy association. So that was the interview. I think he hit the nail on the head with respect to. I don't want to dive into his personality, but with respect to how he generalize what APC is and the current state of the country. And I've said it before. Look at what the country is all about. Look at the current state of the country, and let's see. And they say they are doing reform. What reforms are they doing? What reforms? The reforms that they are doing. How has it stopped the crisis in Plateau State? How has it stopped the crisis in Benue State? How has it put food on the table of Mr. A and Mr. B? 2 square meals a day. How is that? How? So how? So this is it. So for me, I just think that Nigeria needs to wake up. We need to wake up. We need to be much more vibrant. We need to go to the polls and vote people in that are credible and vote people that are bad out. Yes. So if you have any comments, just send in your comment. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Thank you for being with us on the headlines on pondering Nigeria today. Thank you, and may God bless you as you continue to associate with us every day by day. Thank you, and do have a nice day.